Leeds fans, stop scrolling right now. Elland Road just shook with breaking news. And one fact is already burning through West Yorkshire. 3 goals in 4 games. A hamstring strain just derailed the attack. A heroic comeback exposed the defense. And a striker's father just rejected Leeds on live television. Insiders dropped the first bombshell last night. And here's the payoff you need. That 3 goals in 4 games? It belongs to the man who just got ruled out at the worst possible time. If you bleed white more than you hate scum, hit like and subscribe right now. We start with the injury that has Daniel Farke scrambling. Stay locked. There's a double cliffhanger at the end that will make your blood boil. Marching on together. This is war. Saturday night. Elland Road. Liverpool rolling into town. And then the team sheet drops. Leeds fans scan the names, looking for number 14. Looking for the German who bullied Chelsea just 3 days ago. Nothing. Lucas Nimeka. Nowhere to be seen. Social media explodes. Where is he? What happened? Did Farke drop him? The whispers start flying through the stands, through the pubs, through every single Leeds group chat across the planet. Then Daniel Farke steps up to the microphone and delivers the blow. Hamstring strain. The man who scored 3 goals in his last 4 Premier League appearances. The free transfer from Wolfsburg who looked like the bargain of the summer. Sidelined. Not for tonight. Farke's exact words, "We hope to have him back for the next games, but not for tonight." Hope. That word alone tells you everything. This isn't a 1-week knock. This is uncertainty. This is doubt. This is the kind of injury that can derail momentum when Leeds need it most. Think about what Nimeka brought to this team. Physicality, pace, clinical finishing. Gary Neville watched him against Chelsea and said he bullied the Blues defense. That's not hyperbole. That's fact. The 26-year-old arrived in June on a free transfer after his Wolfsburg contract expired. And Leeds insiders thought they'd pulled off a masterclass. 3 goals in 4 games proves they were right. But now Leeds have to pivot. Noah Okafor steps in. The Switzerland international has a decent record as a striker. 26 goals in 80 appearances throughout his career at Basel, RB Salzburg, AC Milan, Napoli and Leeds. 16 assists too. The numbers say he can deliver. But here's the problem. Okafor hasn't been playing as a striker lately. He's been deployed wide, cutting inside, creating chaos from the flanks. Asking him to lead the line against Liverpool, one of the best defenses in Europe, is a massive ask. And if he fails, Joel Pyro waits. The Dutchman bagged 19 championship goals last term, won the Golden Boot, knows how to find the net. But Gary Neville criticized Pyro too, and Farke clearly doesn't trust him in the biggest games. Do you think Leeds can survive without Nimeka for the next few weeks? Drop your prediction below. And if you believe this injury could derail Leeds' season, smash that like button and let the doubters know we fight through adversity. But losing Nimeka is just the beginning of this story. Because what happened at Elland Road on Saturday night exposed something deeper. Something that has the dressing room asking serious questions. Defensive fragility? Tactical chaos? Stay locked. 3-0 down at home feels like death. 2-0 down at Elland Road against Liverpool feels like the beginning of the end. The second half kicks off. And within minutes, Leeds are crumbling. Joe Rodon makes a terrible pass. Hugo Ekitike pounces. 1-0 Liverpool. 3 minutes later, Ekitike again. 2-0. Lucas Perry flaps at the ball like he's never seen a cross before. The Emirates might as well start planning the relegation party. But then something shifts. Anton Stach. The name? Anton Stach. The German midfielder who started the game-winning possession, driving forward, using his physicality to dominate the middle of the park. He faded when Liverpool took control. But midway through the second half, he comes roaring back to life. Brendan Aronson, the American who's been criticized all season, drops his shoulder, slides a beautiful pass inside the box, and Stach smashes a driven effort past Alisson. 2-1. Elland Road erupts. The atmosphere changes. The belief floods back. And suddenly, Leeds aren't just fighting, they're hunting. Willy Gnonto comes on, combines with Gabriel Gudmundsson down the left, and wins a penalty. Dominic Calvert-Lewin steps up, ice in his veins, dispatches it beyond Alisson. 2-2. The comeback is owned, but Liverpool aren't finished. Dominic Szoboszlai makes it 3-2, and the air gets sucked out of Elland Road again. Can Leeds find another response? Can they salvage something from this chaos? Enter Ao Tanaka. the Japan international, who Farke arrested despite his brilliant display against Chelsea. Fans were gutted he started on the bench, but Farke had his reasons. Tanaka comes on in the 65th minute, and within 10 minutes of his introduction, Leeds score twice. Then, in the 96th minute, deep into stoppage time, Tanaka gets the ball, takes a touch, and finishes with a smart strike. 3-all. Elland Road goes nuclear. The players pile on top of Tanaka, the fans are screaming, and Daniel Farke pumps his fists like he just won the league. But here's the reality check. Leeds needed a miracle to salvage a point at home against Liverpool. Joe Rodon had a nightmarish evening, rated a 2 out of 10 by Leeds United News. Lucas Perry was caught out twice in 5 minutes, also rated a 3. Pascal Struijk struggled to handle Ekitike's pace. The defense looked fragile, and if Leeds are serious about staying up, they cannot afford performances like that. Stach was outstanding, rated an 8. Calvert-Lewin worked hard, rated a 7. Tanaka became the hero, also rated a 7. But for every hero, there was a liability. The fight back was epic, the character was undeniable, but the defensive frailties are real. Do you think Leeds' defense is good enough to survive this relegation battle? Drop your honest answer below. And if you believe Tanaka is the most underrated midfielder in the Premier League right now, smash that like and let Liverpool fans know we just took their unbeaten run. But as incredible as that comeback was, the next story cuts even deeper. Because while Leeds scramble for survival, a striker they targeted just told them to forget it on live television. Rejection or dodged bullet, stay locked. January window looming. Leeds need reinforcements. Daniel Farke knows it. The board knows it. Every single Leeds fan knows it. The attack needs depth, especially with Nmeka sidelined and Pirro struggling to force his way into Farke's plans. Haji Wright at Coventry? Admired? 9 goals in 16 championship appearances this season. Troy Parrott at AZ Alkmaar? Liked. 14 goals in 18 games. Both names circulating, both making sense. Then Team Talk drops a bombshell. Santiago Gimenez has been offered to Leeds United. The Mexico international, AC Milan striker, 65 goals in 105 games for Feyenoord before his £28 million move to the San Siro in February. The pedigree is there, the talent is undeniable. But here's the problem. Gimenez doesn't want Leeds, not even close. His father just went on the Vamos show on YouTube and shut down any speculation. The exact quote, "Santi has great affection for Milan, so he is living a dream. There are photographs I have of Santi at the age of 6 and 9, wearing the Milan jersey. I still have at home a Milan jacket he wore when he was 10 years old. Santi wants to stay at Milan. This is an important club, where he must perform at the maximum level. He's very happy here." Read that again. He's very happy here. Leeds are in a relegation battle, scrapping for survival, fighting for every single point. And the striker being offered to them would rather stay at AC Milan, where he scored just 7 goals in 30 appearances since his move. The 24-year-old is flopping in Serie A. AC Milan are open to selling him because they're considering Joshua Zirkzee from Manchester United instead. But even with his Milan career on the rocks, Gimenez would rather stay there than come to Elland Road. That's a rejection. That's a player saying Leeds aren't good enough for him. And here's the hard truth. Leeds should ignore him anyway. Daniel Farke needs warriors. He needs players who bleed white, who want to fight in this relegation battle, who see Elland Road as a privilege, not a last resort. Gimenez clearly adores AC Milan. If Milan shove him out, he won't be in the correct mindset to deliver. He struggled in Serie A, where washed-up Premier League players like Edin Dzeko, Ashley Young, Matteo Darmian, and Henrik Mkhitaryan still perform at a high level. What does that say about his ability to handle English football? Leeds are maxing out PSR. Robbie Evans confirmed it. This summer, we spent everything we could. Unequivocally, we are maxing PSR out this season. If we had gone on to other targets, the consequences would have been seen in the current roster. More key players from last season would have had to go. That means every penny counts. Every signing has to be perfect. Wasting resources on a striker who doesn't want to be here, who struggled in a weaker league, who might crumble under the pressure of a relegation scrap. That's insanity. Do you think Leeds should pursue Santiago Gimenez if AC Milan force him out? Or is this a dodged bullet? Drop your take below. And if you believe Leeds need a striker who actually wants to wear white, Smash that like and let Gimenez know Elland Road isn't begging. Unless the 49 heiress are panicking on deadline day and need a last resort loan, Gimenez is one to ignore. Wright or Parrott make far more sense, but the window isn't open yet, and Leeds are stuck with what they have. The question is, can they survive? The answer comes next. 3 stories. 1 mission. The injury threatens the attack, the comeback exposes the defense, and the rejection reveals the reality of Leeds' transfer poll. Leeds United aren't cruising, they're surviving. But survival is what this club does. Elland Road doesn't know how to quit. Let's break down what this means. Nneka's hamstring strain robs Leeds of their most informed striker at the worst possible time. Brentford away is next. If Nneka misses that game, Okafor has to deliver, or Pyro has to prove Gary Neville wrong. The margin for error is gone. The Liverpool comeback was heroic, but it masked serious problems. Joe Rodon rated a 2, Lucas Perry rated a 3, Pascal Struijk struggling, and the defense looking shaky against every single attack Liverpool launched. Leicester are watching, Southampton are circling, Ipswich are dreaming. If Leeds' defense doesn't tighten up, those teams will pounce. And the Gimenez rejection? It's a reality check. Leeds aren't a glamour destination right now, they're in a relegation fight. But that also means only the Warriors will come. Wright wants it. Parrott wants it. Find players who bleed for the badge, not players who see Leeds as a backup plan. Here's what I need from every single Leeds fan watching. 1. Smash that like if you believe Leeds United just showed the heart of champions with that Liverpool comeback. 2. Drop a comment with your prediction. Does Leeds stay up this season? Are we surviving by the skin of our teeth? Or are we finishing mid-table and shocking everyone? 3. Subscribe, because every single subscriber makes Norwich fans furious, and we're about to dominate this relegation battle. But listen closely, here's the edge of the cliff. Nneka's injury timeline is unclear. Fark said, "We hope to have him back, but hope isn't a guarantee." If that hamstring strain keeps him out for 3, 4, 5 weeks, Leeds' attack is in serious trouble. The next 72 hours will reveal whether Leeds make an emergency move in January or roll the dice with what they have. And on top of that, Leicester just freed up £18 million in wages. They're targeting Haji Wright, the exact same striker Leeds admire. Which club moves first? Which board blinks? Plus, there's a rumor, and this is just a rumor, that a Leeds Academy starlet called a players-only meeting after the Liverpool game. No coaches, no board, and what was said could either unify this squad or expose cracks that have been forming for weeks. That story drops next. Marching on together, the battle is here. Hit subscribe, stay locked, and let's make this relegation fight bleed white. We ride together. See you in the next war.